Joining us right now from Israel-Syria border is Hamad Awudat, a reporter for Iranian Press TV. Good evening. Thank you very much for joining us, Hamad. So let's try to understand, what are the Iranians' interests right now?
What happened today in the Golan Heights? I think it's the first message from the Iranian government and the Syrian army, also from Hezbollah to the Israeli forces, and also for the government, that their reaction will be coming soon. I can't understand what the Israelis are talking the last few hours, that it's that's the reaction of the Hezbollah, and that's what will be, because what Hezbollah say and what the Syrian army they are talking, and their diplomatic and politics, they say that the reaction will be more high and more strong. They are not talking about 5 rockets or 4 rockets or 10 rockets, for half an hour in the Golan Heights and Syrians for 2 minutes. No, they are talking about more than this, rockets that they can make a war here, that everyone is not looking for this war. It's not welcome. And what I can tell you also, that just this kind of 5 rockets that happened today, thousands of Israelis and locals here, also Syrians in the occupied Golan Heights, they were very afraid, and they start to open their bunkers, and they start to think about war that coming to be here in the area in the next few hours. So everyone have to think not about the Syrian army and not about the rockets. They have to think about Jabhat al-Nusra, that they are on the other side of this ceasefire line, just far away from here, some hundreds of meters, and they are looking for this war, because now everyone like Jabhat al-Nusra or ISIS or the Free Syrian Army, that they are on the other side, they are looking for war with Israel, because they think that this war can make a problem for the Syrians, and then they can succeed. So let's think in the different side of a different way, not like Hezbollah make a reaction or did a reaction.
So Hamad, just a few weeks ago, you explained to us and you said that some Iranian missiles are on Syrian soil targeted towards Israel. If Hezbollah and the Iranians are saying that they are not the one to blame, or they are not looking for anything against Israel, why they are so angry?
Israel, as I told you before, Israel did the big mistake. The biggest mistake that Israel did is the operation that happened just 1 week ago, when they killed these leaders of Hezbollah. Because we are not talking about few soldiers. They are leaders, that they are on the other side. There is a sign for this kind of people, or generals, especially the Iranian generals that have been killed. Israel, I think, especially the people here, there's a new front in the northern side of Israel. Their enemy, what they say, is the Syrian army or the Iranian or Hezbollah. That's what the Israelis say. But I can tell you that there in the other side, there are Islamic and jihadist and Takfiris people, that they are looking to kill and to throw to the sea, what they say in their mentality,
so
what they
Hamad,
want to throw to the sea and to kill the Israelis, and not just, excuse me, you asked me, I have an idea I want to tell you. Now the Israelis have to think and have to understand that here in this area there is a Druze people, and all the media don't put a focus about this, but my focus that I want to tell you, that just a few hours ago I called some people or journalists on the other side of the border in Syria, and they told me that these rockets have been fired by Jabhat al-Nusra, not by Hezbollah or the Syrian army. They don't take responsibility for this, because if they want to fire Israel or to throw rockets to here, it will not be 5 rockets.
So, so what are they? Explain to me. What are they doing next to the border? Because we discussed this just a week ago. What are they doing exactly next to the border? And how come they are expecting that when Israel is seeing them, some kind of a preparing, having a tour in one way, let's call it, looking, sightseeing, what are they looking? How they are expecting that Israel at the end of the day won't react to that?
if the Israeli government is looking for peace, and if the Israeli government really they want to be quiet here in the area and not to open a fire or a war, that it's not good for anyone, you know. It's just they have to stop to help Jabhat al-Nusra and these militias that they are on the other side. Few hours or 2 hours, 3 hours before the rockets have been landed here in the Golan Heights today, the Israeli army give a support, medical support for some fighters from the other side. So how you, the Israelis, you want these people on the other side to stay quiet when you are helping their enemy, you know, to keep working and to keep fighting and to keep killing their kids.
Hamad Awudat, thank you very, very much.
You can't be a winner. You can't be a winner all the time. You can't be a winner all the time.
Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, this is still you know, Hamad, at the end of the day, this is still a state. And the state of Israel is obliged to protect its own people. So if the state of Israel is obliged to protect its own people that are living in the Golan Heights, that are living in the north of Israel, they need to protect its people also and not worry maybe on the other side of what is happening in the other side.
Excuse me, I know that the Syrians, they don't want now to open a war with Israel. But what they say all the time, that if the Israeli forces and the Israeli government keep helping these militias on the other side, so they have the right to attack back Israel.
But again,
that's the message.
But again, when Israel needs to protect its borders, when Israel is seeing that let's say, not the best friends of Israel are traveling next to the border, when Israel is obliged, and I'm saying again, Israel at the first is obliged to protect its own citizens. Israel, the state of Israel, is obliged to protect me here in Tel Aviv. Israel is obliged to protect the Druze who are living in the Golan Heights. So at the end of the day, Israel is obliged first of all for its own people, and then for the people of Syria, that by the way, if the people of Syria needs to start asking themselves why other people are not protecting them, why the Arab states are not protecting them, why Saudi Arabia is not protecting them, why is all the Arab leaders are not getting out and screaming against the death of 200,000 people that are being massacred in Syria.
You know what's going on now. You know, everyone have to take care for himself, and everyone have to protect his people. How he can think, and he can use all the ways. You know, I don't know what the Israelis think, but I can tell you here in this front in the Golan Heights, we are talking about 73 kilometers from the southern of the Golan Heights to the northern side, and you can blast to it the 75 kilometers of Sheba Farms and the southern side of the Lebanese border. If the Israelis and the Israeli forces, government, Netanyahu, want to protect his people, he has to stop supporting the militias on the other side. And you, as a TV station, you are welcome to go to the Golan Heights and to see how the militias have their tanks, and they have fires, and they have a lot of weapons, just tens of meters far away in the Golan Heights from the ceasefire line from the border. And the Israeli army can see this, and they are controlling this. So someone have to give answers for me and for everyone, to the media, to the world. Then you can ask for quiet, and you can, the Israelis, they can ask for quiet, and they can ask for...
So, Hamad, if you are inviting me, I'll be more than willing to come and see what you're talking about. Thank you very, very much for being with us tonight.